Today, we're jumping into a scene straight from the throne room of the universe. This is a moment of cosmic crisis, a point where literally everything hangs in the balance, all laid out for us in Revelation chapter 5.
So, I want you to imagine a moment so huge, so important, that all of creation, we're talking heaven, earth, everything, just goes silent. The entire future of the universe is locked away inside a single document, and there's a question echoing through the cosmos that, it seems, no one can answer. Who is worthy enough to unlock it?
All right, let's start with verse 1. John sees a figure of absolute authority on a throne, and in his right hand, he's holding a scroll. But you got to understand, this is no ordinary scroll. It's covered with writing on the inside and on the back, meaning it is just jam-packed with information. And it's sealed shut with 7 heavy wax seals. Think of it like the title deed to the entire cosmos, and it is completely, utterly unreadable. Now for verse 2, a powerful angel steps up, and his voice just booms across all of reality. He has one single universe-shaking question. Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? This isn't just a casual question, you know. It's a challenge thrown out to all of creation. The search for a hero has officially begun.
Verse 3 delivers the devastating answer. There is no one. A heavy silence just falls over everything. I mean, the search is exhaustive. They look in heaven among the angels, on earth among all of humanity's greatest heroes, even in the realms below, and nobody is found worthy. The destiny of the world is just locked away, and it really seems like there's no key.
This brings us to verse 4, and this is where it gets really personal. John, the one seeing all this, has such a human reaction. He just starts to weep. And we're not talking a few tears here. This is deep, soul-crushing sobbing. And why? Because he gets it. He understands what's at stake. God's entire plan for redemption is right there, but it's totally inaccessible. For a moment, all hope feels completely lost. But right at that moment of total despair, verse 5 hits us with a mind-blowing plot twist. One of the elders turns to John and says, "Stop weeping. Look, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, he has prevailed." And just like that, hope comes rushing back in. The image here is of a powerful, conquering king, a victorious lion who actually has the strength to solve this impossible problem.
And then, verse 6 gives us maybe one of the most powerful paradoxes ever written. John looks, fully expecting to see this fierce lion, right? But instead, he sees a lamb. A lamb that looks like it had been slain. It has the fatal wounds of sacrifice. Yet it is standing, and it has 7 horns, a symbol of perfect power, and 7 eyes, a symbol of perfect knowledge. So the hero isn't a predator, it's a victim. The victor is the sacrifice. And this changes everything.
In verse 7, all that cosmic tension just shatters. The slain lamb walks up to the throne. There's no fight, no struggle. He simply reaches out his hand and takes the scroll. In that one quiet, simple action, the greatest problem in the history of the universe is solved. His authority is absolute. It's totally unquestioned.
The reaction of verse 8 is immediate. I mean, the second the Lamb takes the scroll, the entire inner circle of heaven, these 4 living creatures and the 24 elders, they just fall down in worship. Imagine the sound of harps suddenly filling the air and the smell of incense rising from these golden bowls. The whole throne room just erupts in adoration.
Then in verse 9, they start to sing a new song, and the lyrics finally explain the central mystery. Why is the Lamb worthy? They sing, "You are worthy because you are slain." See, his worthiness wasn't found in his ability to conquer, but in his willingness to be sacrificed. His blood was the price that was paid to redeem people from every corner of the earth.
And the song keeps going in verse 10, revealing what happens because of that redemption. The Lamb's sacrifice didn't just save them, it elevated them. It transformed them into kings and priests who are actually destined to reign. This shows so clearly that the Lamb's victory is a victory he shares with them.
Okay, so far, we've seen the inner circle of heaven worshiping. But in this next verse, the scene is going to pull back, and the sheer scale of this celebration becomes almost impossible to wrap your head around. The number of voices is about to go off the charts.
So in verse 11, John doesn't just see something new, he hears it. It is the sound of angels, and the number is just staggering. 10,000 times 10,000 and thousands of thousands. We are talking about a celestial choir of hundreds of millions. Their voices all join together in this massive tidal wave of praise that just surrounds the throne.
And in verse 12, we hear what they're singing. With one single, thunderous voice, this angelic mega-choir declares a 7-part tribute. They shout that the Lamb who was slain is worthy to receive all power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing. It's the ultimate declaration of his supreme worth.
And just when you think this chorus can't get any bigger, verse 13 expands it to the absolute limit. Now John hears every single creature in all of existence, everything in heaven, on the earth, under the earth, and in the sea. Just try to picture that. Every living thing, from the highest angel to the smallest creature in the ocean, joining a single, unified song of praise to the one on the throne and to the Lamb.
And finally, verse 14 brings this incredible scene to a powerful close. The 4 living creatures, the ones closest to the throne, seal this universal anthem with a thunderous Amen. And the 24 elders fall down one last time in this profound act of worship. It's the final, definitive statement. The crisis is over. The worthy one has been found. And it kind of leaves us with a question, doesn't it? If this is the cosmic response to the worthiness of the Lamb, what does it mean for us, right here and now, to really understand that worthiness for ourselves?